Hey guys, NV here. And if you remember in the previous video, I showed you how to create your first document. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to create your first text in your document, okay? But before I do that, I want to point something out I thought was quite interesting. If you notice up here, what I was doing, and this was all accidental by the way, I was going to minimize this and I was going to double click the toolbar. If you notice this little line right here, okay, if I double click on that, just you got to be perfectly on it. So about there, just like that, this brings our Explorer window up. Now, I thought that was funny, and it probably wasn't planned by their developers when they built the UI for this home screen. I don't know why they didn't make this a little bit bigger and connect this with the top and then just put a line of color here to divide the toolbar from the welcome screen, the home screen. But I just thought it was funny and I thought it deserved to be pointed out. It was, again, by mistake, and I just thought that was quite hilarious. So back to where I was getting at. I want to show you how to create your text, but before I do that, I have to load up my document, okay? And I will show you how to do that, and there's a few ways. The first way is the obvious one, and that's up here in the top left corner, clicking File and Open. And here's our Explorer window, but I'm going to go ahead and close this out by hitting the Escape key. The other way is clicking the Open button here, and we're back here. I'm going to cancel that again. And holding Control, Command on a Mac, tapping the O key on the keyboard, brings us back to our Explorer window one more time. But again, I'm going to close this out. Notice this PS icon up here at the top left. If I click on that, that's going to bring us right into Photoshop. Making sure nothing is loaded in Photoshop and this blank screen is completely empty. Double click, and this will load up our Explorer window. This is similar to when I clicked on that little line. That's pretty much the same method, okay? We can select our file, click Open, or double click it. We'll load it in Photoshop, or making sure again that this is selected and tapping the Enter key on your keyboard will load our document the same way. Now, let's go ahead and place text on a document. We can tap the T key on our keyboard or manually select it in the tools palette here. Okay. So tap the T key and I'm going to go ahead and type something out. Just click one time on the document until you get this blinking cursor and type your text. Just like so. And before we do anything else, if you see my cursor right here, if I move it away from the text, you'll get this move tool cursor, okay? And you can have it away from the text at any angle or any side of the text as long as it's away from it and not touching it. You can left click, hold, drag, and release, okay? Just so you can move your text around. I wanted you to see this. Now, to change the color of the text, we can just select either side, click, hold, and drag over the text and release. And we can change it by using this color box here or in the character properties here. If you're not seeing the characters property, you can go up to Window and go down to Character and load it that way, okay? And if you're in Essentials and you have your text selected, if you look to the right, if you're in the Essentials workspace, you'll notice the Properties panel here. You would just scroll down a little bit until you see the text character. It says Character Properties, basically, and you will be able to change your color there also. But I'm going to go ahead and select this color box here, and you can just select whatever color you want. I'm just going to select a green because why not? Let's say something like that, and I'm going to click OK. And we can just click, and that will allow us to see our color. You can also double click, and this will select our text as well, okay? So we can confirm our selection by clicking this check mark right here. We're holding Control and tapping the Enter key on our keyboard. And in the Layers palette, if you notice now, our text says My First Text. And that's pretty much how you add your text, change the color. And to move it around, I showed you a brief way of doing it while we had our text selected. We can do that by selecting this move tool icon here or tapping the V key on your keyboard. And we can click, hold, drag, and release. Okay. To allow us to move our text around. So that's basically it as far as all of this. Now, if you notice up here at the Documents tab, right here, there's an asterisk, okay? And also where it says My First Text right there. If you keep an eye on that, when I select the background layer in our document layers palette, you see that? It updates, okay? That's a pretty neat feature, and you can keep an eye on these types of things when you're working on projects. It's kind of nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and save our document by going to File and Save. You can either save it over this document or save it separately. And I'm going to go ahead and save it separately by clicking on Save As. And again, clicking Save on your computer. And I'm going to name it. I don't have to name it. Yeah, I do actually. I'm sorry. So removing document and clicking, I'm just going to say, just like so. And now we have a separate work file created called My First Text. And click OK. And OK again. And now we have two files created. Okay, two work files. One's our document and the other one's our document with our text. So before I end this video, let's go ahead and center this in our document. You can go ahead and go up to the tools bar here. So clicking select and select all. Okay. There's the hotkey. So I'm going to go ahead and use hotkeys for this. Okay. So Control and A key will give us these marching ants right here. And making sure our move tool is selected. You can, again, to confirm that, just tap the V key on your keyboard. And I'm going to center this in our document vertically and horizontally. So horizontally, just go ahead and click the center, and vertical, click the center. And deselecting by Control D, just like so. Again, we're going to have to resave our document because we have an asterisk because we did change the document properties here. So go ahead and click File and Save, just like so. And that's pretty much it, guys. Until next time, I will see you in the next video.